My friends, there is a kind of wealth that this world cannot measure by dollars or gold. It is the wealth of mindset, the kind of thinking that shapes nations, rebuilds broken dreams, and stands firm when the storm rolls in. We call it the billionaire mindset, but this is not just about bank accounts or business empires. This is about the condition of the heart and the focus of the mind. You see, many chase riches and end up poor in purpose. But the one who carries the right mindset, one forged in discipline, resilience, and vision, already walks in abundance long before the world takes notice. The billionaire mindset begins where excuses end. It sees adversity not as a wall, but as a door. It does not say, "Why me?" but boldly asks, "Why not now?" While others hesitate, it acts. While others blame, it builds. And while others sleep, it sows. This mindset does not rise by accident. It is sharpened in the early hours when no one is watching. It is built in silence, in sacrifice, and yes, sometimes in suffering. For those who carry this mindset know, comfort kills calling, but struggle births strength. And let me tell you, this kind of mind refuses to be moved by temporary failure. You may fall, but you do not stay down, because you know something deep within. Your destiny is greater than your difficulty. It is not the one who inherits wealth that holds power, but the one who earns wisdom. For wisdom multiplies wealth far more than wealth multiplies itself. And the billionaire mind pursues wisdom first, knowing all else will follow. Now hear this, you are not created for small things. You are not made to blend in, shrink down, or quit early. Within you is the potential to change your world. One decision, one day, one mindset at a time. You want to rise, then think differently. Speak life, not defeat. Surround yourself not with comfort, but with challenge. Feed your mind the truth. Guard your heart from doubt. And move. Move with intention, move with courage, move with the fire of a mind set on something far greater than money, purpose. And when success comes, and it will, remember, the billionaire mindset does not ask, "How much can I keep?" but "How much can I give?" For legacy is not written in numbers, but in names changed, lives touched, and futures lifted. Let this be your time. Let this be your hour. Choose the mindset that builds kingdoms, not just in business, but in hearts, homes, and generations to come. Vision beyond the visible is the cornerstone of a transformative mindset that separates ordinary lives from extraordinary legacies. It refers to the ability to see not just what is, but what could be. It is not restricted by current circumstances, appearances, or limitations. It is a quality that fuels the billionaire mind, said not necessarily in terms of financial wealth alone, but in richness of purpose, determination, and imagination. This kind of vision does not depend on external validation or visible progress. It operates from deep within, guided by a belief that something greater lies ahead, even when the evidence is not yet visible to the eye. People with vision beyond the visible are not driven by what they see in front of them. They are not discouraged by temporary failure, slow beginnings, or small beginnings. They carry an inner blueprint of something much bigger, something the world hasn't seen yet, but they already believe in. This kind of vision requires faith. Not just faith in oneself, but faith in the process, faith in purpose, and faith in an unseen result. It takes the ability to hold on to a dream in silence while others doubt it. It demands the strength to walk forward in darkness, trusting that the light will appear once you take the next step. This vision doesn't wait for ideal conditions. It moves under pressure. It builds while others sleep. It sees possibilities where others see dead ends. When others say, "This is too hard," a person with vision beyond the visible replies, "That's where growth lies." When the majority look at what's missing, those with vision see what's possible. They speak life into dry ground, see harvest in barren fields, and opportunity in crisis. It is this inner sight that gives strength in the face of struggle. It's what pushes people to continue long after the applause stops. It is what causes someone to keep sowing even when the soil is hard and the rain is scarce, because they are not planting just for today. They are building for a future that only they can see right now. Visionaries are often misunderstood because they talk about things no one else can see. They carry a sense of direction that can't always be explained but is deeply felt. They are called crazy, unrealistic, even foolish, until what they saw becomes reality. Vision beyond the visible is what separates a job from a calling. It's what makes someone stay up at night writing, designing, building, or creating, not for the sake of popularity, but because they see something that won't let them rest until it's real. It's the mother who works multiple jobs to give her child a better future. It's the leader who holds a standard even when it's inconvenient. It's the young man or woman who refuses to settle for the comfort of now because they know what's coming is greater than what is. This kind of vision is not always glamorous. In fact, it is often lonely. There are seasons where no one will understand the path you're on, where even those closest to you will question your decisions. But vision beyond the visible doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't seek approval. It simply moves forward, knowing that clarity often comes after commitment, not before it. You don't need to have every detail figured out. You just need to believe enough to take the first step, and then the next one, and then the one after that. Vision that sees beyond the visible understands that the staircase is built one step at a time, and faith builds the steps that sight cannot. This kind of vision doesn't shrink in the face of failure. It doesn't crumble under rejection. Instead, it gathers the lessons, learns from the pain, and keeps pressing forward. Each setback is a setup for deeper resolve. Each no is one step closer to the right yes. People with this kind of mindset are not moved by temporary conditions because they are anchored by an eternal perspective. They understand that greatness is not found in moments of ease, but in moments of decision. To carry vision beyond the visible means to live for something that hasn't happened yet, but will. It means to speak of things as though they already exist. It is to hold firm to a future reality with present discipline. It means to create before you are celebrated, to believe before you are understood, and to serve before you are rewarded. It's the daily commitment to rise with purpose even when progress seems invisible. Those who change the world are not those who had the most resources, connections, or opportunities. They are the ones who saw what others didn't and kept moving toward it no matter the cost. They built when others doubted. They spoke truth when others were silent. They saw light when all around was darkness. That is the essence of vision beyond the visible. A mindset, a heart set, and a lifestyle that declares, there is more. I see it, and I will not stop until it becomes real. Responsibility over riches captures a timeless truth often overlooked in a world that chases after wealth, fame, and personal gain. It's a mindset that prioritizes character over currency and stewardship over status. The billionaire mindset, in its truest form, isn't built just on the ability to acquire riches, but on the discipline to manage responsibility. Riches can come and go, but the integrity with which we carry our responsibilities shapes the kind of legacy we leave behind. Responsibility is not something that weighs us down. It is what gives us weight in the world. It's what transforms success into significance and achievement into purpose. Those who value responsibility over riches understand that wealth, when pursued without purpose, becomes empty. There's no lasting satisfaction in gain without growth. No true joy in accumulation without accountability. A mindset focused solely on riches is short-sighted. It lives for today, for comfort, for applause. But a person who embraces responsibility sees the bigger picture. They realize that their choices affect not only their own lives, but the lives of many others. Their success is not about what they can keep, but about what they can carry and how well they carry it. Responsibility requires discipline, sacrifice, and humility. It demands self-control when the opportunity for selfishness arises. It calls for truth when lying could be more profitable. It requires consistency when quitting would be easier. The road of responsibility isn't always flashy. It's paved with unseen efforts, with commitments kept in secret, with integrity maintained behind closed doors. Yet it is this very road that leads to the kind of success that lasts. Riches may open doors, but responsibility determines what happens once you walk through them. It shapes your ability to lead, to inspire, to serve, and to make an impact that doesn't fade when the money does. People often think that if they just had more money, all their problems would disappear. But the truth is, money only magnifies what's already inside. Without responsibility, wealth becomes a weapon. It destroys more than it builds. But in the hands of someone with a strong sense of purpose and responsibility, wealth becomes a tool to uplift others, to build communities, to solve problems, and to bring vision to life. The greatest leaders in history were not great because of what they possessed. They were great because of what they carried: burdens, decisions, causes, people. They didn't shy away from responsibility, they embraced it. The billionaire mindset sees every dollar not just as a gain, but as a trust. Every opportunity is a test of character. Every decision is a reflection of values. The truly wealthy are not those with the most in their bank account, but those who recognize the weight of their influence and use it wisely. Responsibility means showing up when it's hard. It means being faithful in the small things. It means doing what is right even when no one is watching. It is a daily choice to rise above excuses and to live by standards, not circumstances. Responsibility is not something that waits for you to make it. It is something you must practice long before the world knows your name. The habits of responsibility: showing up on time, doing what you said you would do, treating others with respect, managing your resources. These are the foundations upon which wealth can be safely built. Without them, success is fragile. The world is full of stories of those who gained riches quickly, but lost them just as fast because they lacked the character to sustain what they had built. But those who put responsibility first create structures that last, not just for themselves but for generations to come. A responsible mindset also understands the importance of giving. It knows that true wealth isn't measured by what you have, but by what you give. Generosity flows naturally from responsibility, because when you know you've been entrusted with much, you seek to pour out as much. This isn't just about charity, it's about leadership. It's about using your influence, your talents, your resources to make things better than you found them. The responsible person sees their success as a platform, not a pedestal. They don't climb to the top just to enjoy the view, but to extend a hand to those still climbing. Responsibility means answering the call to lead when it would be easier to follow. It means standing firm when values are under attack. It means making decisions that benefit the long term even if it costs you in the short term. It's about legacy over luxury. It's about choosing purpose over popularity. When you choose responsibility over riches, you may not always be the loudest or the most celebrated, but you will always be building something deeper, something more meaningful. It's a mindset that refuses to trade integrity for income or morals for material gain. It's easy to be impressed by success, but what truly matters is what stands behind it. Did that success come through sacrifice, discipline, and hard work, or was it built on shortcuts and compromises? The responsible mindset builds slowly if needed, but it builds solidly. It's not afraid to take the long road because it values what is right over what is easy. It knows that real success is not what you achieve, but what you become in the process. In a world that rewards quick wins and instant gratification, the mindset that places responsibility over riches stands out. It is rooted in patience, maturity, and long-term thinking. It understands that riches can open doors, but it's responsibility that keeps them open. It sees wealth not as a destination but as a tool. It uses success not to separate from others but to serve them. True impact does not come from what you possess, it comes from how you carry what you've been given. When you embrace responsibility, you become trustworthy, you become dependable, you become a leader not just in title, but in influence. That kind of wealth, the kind built on responsibility, will never fade because it is built on principles that last. It will sustain you, elevate others, and leave behind a legacy that no riches alone could ever create.